I just popped open a box of nickels to get started on my next hunt, and look at what I found. Isn't that amazing? That is so cool. Well, I can't wait to see if it's got a year on it. I gotta be real careful getting in there and cutting this open and not hitting the coin in it. Oh, I hope it has a year. Oh, it doesn't. That's too bad. I almost see a 2 right there. I have got to order some of that date revealer. I think I'll get on eBay today and order some. He's got all 4 legs. Those are such neat looking coins. I often wondered if they had somebody in mind when they designed the face on that buffalo. In that same roll, there's also this 1962, just in super nice condition. You turn on the back, and it's got the steps here and here and the top, but that middle part right there at the bottom of the steps have been, worn out or dinged or whatever, so it's not there. It's an awfully nice coin for 1962, so it's worth sticking aside for me, putting it in a little case thingy. In my hunt, I'm looking for old coins. My my hoarding has not taken full scale yet. I'm hoarding all the copper and stuff that I can, but in the nickels so far I am just keeping everything 1959 and older. I've got, I don't know, several pounds of it that I'm keeping. That one might be kind of old. And of course I'm looking for silver and buffalo, and last week I found a V nickel, which was pretty amazing. I think I have found 3 in all my years of hunting. Found, I think, 2 or 3 buffalo nickels last week. 1 silver. Pretty good week. Anyway, that was the only real obvious ender, that buffalo. So I'm going to start opening these up and see if I find anything else any good, and I'll come back. I thought I would pop these open and just see if there's any coins that may be of interest that we can look at together. This one here looks like it might be older, and this one is just dark. Who knows what that could be. It's just dark. Nothing special, just dark. This is the next row, and that one, and that one, and that one we'll take a look at. Nothing there. Oh, nothing about special about any of those 3. Just never know till you look. Several rolls later, I have found a 1940 and a 57 and 2 59s, but this one looks old to me. And I thought we'd take a look at that one too. Nothing there. Let's go to this guy. Ah, he's not. He fooled me. I'm gonna look at that one, and that one. Probably nothing, but if I do find something, it'd be cool if we could find it while we were live. Well, nothing with those. I'm also taking a little extra time looking for a 2009. I'd love to find one of those too. There's several of them in this room that I'll stop and take a look at. Of course, I'll look at all of them. I guess that was it for those. I did get a 54 and a 58 in that row. I'll add that to my stack. I had just started going through this row and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. That's why I didn't turn it on. But look at this last one right here. Can you believe it? It didn't have that old look to it on the end. Oh, that's pretty worn. I have a feeling there's no date. That date looks long gone. It was such a sad, it was a great design as far as the looks, but as far as functionality, it was pretty sad. That's such a great looking old coin though. Do you see that? Oh my goodness, I can't believe I found one. 2009 D. There was a few more made of the D than the P, but still about 500 million less of the 2009s than there were the 2008s in total, and then about somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 million less than those made in 2010. That is so cool. I really did not expect to find it. An article I read, a person said that in all his years coin roll hunting, and it had been a while, he'd only found 3. And today, I've watched for them, but I've never put a real emphasis on it to really keep close eye on the dates. And boom, I found one. That is so cool. Well, let's find another one. How about that? I guess I'm about a third of the way through the box. And I got a couple of buffaloes that have no dates, sadly. That really nice 62. These are from the 50s, the 40s, 2 40s, and a 46. The 46 doesn't look anything like silver, so I'm sure it's not. And then there's the 2009. At the end of the hunt, all of them from 38, 39 I put in here. From the 40s I put in here. In the 50s I put in here until it's filled up. I've got enough for a row. And then they go in here. That's 3 stacks of rows from 40s, 50s. Quite a few pounds of nickels there. So that is how I hoard them. And none of these coins have been checked for varieties yet. One of these days I'll go through and check for those, and I'll even see if I can find anything with any of these. This is my roll of buffaloes from over the years, and almost none of them have dates. I have a few put away in a little, plastic, in the cardboard cases I've stapled in. that were nicer. But these either have no dates or just barely any date at all. And I'll go through those someday and see if there's anything in them that I can find. But for now, I'm just putting them all away as I go through them. And you can see where I'm at there. So I got a good ways to go. I'm hoping to find the silver. Just breaking into another roll, and here's another 1940. This is my third one. Philadelphia. You know, I'm a coin collector from a long time ago, and I enjoy finding buffalo nickels and V nickels. And another 1940. How about that? I love finding these old nickels. Foreign coins. Whenever I find a foreign coin, I like to look them up and see where they're from and read a little bit about them. But I'll have to tell you, my real motivation is silver. That's my thing. I've been a silver hound for several years now. And I've got lots of coins put away that I have come across. I just enjoy, but it's silver is my real motivation. I like finding silver. And you know, every now and then I've even found a foreign silver coin in a roll of whatever coins I'm going through. And that's a real treat. You find one thing, now that's got a silver look to it, and you look it up and you find out that it is silver. That's really cool. I can't believe I found that 2009 a little while ago. Several rolls later, and I found another 1940. I have found a 1957 since this. No, I hit it with my thumb. Philadelphia. I've got kind of a sad, funny story to tell. Back years ago, before I was a Christian, I was a teenager, I guess. I don't remember exactly how old. But I was just getting out of a car with a friend, going into like a convenient gas station. And there was a girl came out of the gas station, and she saw me and just started smiling real big. And I didn't know who it was. And we were walking toward her, and the closer we got to her, the smile went away from her face, and man, just anger. It's like, wow. And we walked past her, and we got into the store, and I looked at my friend. I said, "Did you see that? What in the world was that all about?" He goes, "Don't you remember?" I'm like, "No." I was a drinker back then. He said, "You was making out with her last night." I'm like, "Oh my goodness." I did not remember. It was terrible. I felt bad. But she was gone. There was no way I could apologize or anything. Oh, that was weird. I think lots of people must be pulling out these old coins because, man, it was just a year or two ago. It seems like I can't remember for sure. But I would find, from the 50s and 40s, 38 or 39, in almost every roll, several per roll every now and then. It was more of the exception of a roll that I didn't find one. And now, man, I go roll after roll sometimes. Quite a few rolls even without finding any of those older ones. I guess I should start holding out the 64s and looking for varieties. I'm terrible. I should do that, but I don't very often. Well, the next roll after I said that, I did find a 1941. That's cool. '50s and '40s. referring back to that story I told a minute ago, I know I've said this before, but I was a heavy drinker before I was a Christian. But I have not had a drink of alcoholic beverage other than a kombucha since 1982. I think it was April or May. I think it was April 1982. And I haven't smoked a cigarette since June 13th, 1982. Me and my buddy said we had to quit on May 13th, and we said, let's give ourselves 1 month to smoke. And man, we smoked a lot. But June 13th was my last day. I smoked over 3 packs that day. But I never smoked another one after that. I got myself psyched up, I guess, because I was ready to quit. Hey, the very next roll again, and I found a 1939. That'd sure be cool if it was a D. It's the key date. No, it's not. It usually isn't. It's still fun finding them from the 30s. I've only got like 8 rolls left. I still would love to find the silver. I used to find them at least 1 per box in average, but I haven't been doing that lately. It's been more like 1 every 2 or 3 boxes, I guess. Well, since I've mentioned it, they've picked up a little bit. There's a 1957. This is the very next roll, by the way. And I was wrong. I had 9 rolls left, not 8. So I still have 8 rolls after this. I wish silver would pop out. Unbelievable. That's the 3rd one in this box. Man, I tell you, I went a bunch of boxes without getting any. It's another one with no date. Let's make sure it's got 4 legs. Yeah, there's 4 legs. Well, that's really cool. I can't believe I found 3 in this box. Neat old coins. 3 in 1 box. That's pretty wild. Folks, it's the very next roll. I kid you not. The very next. I'm wondering if somebody just dumped a bunch of dateless Indian head nickels. Maybe not even realizing they were doing it. I don't know. But that's 4 in this box. I've never had anything like that. Look at that. That is crazy. They're so cool. Wish somebody dumped some silvers like that. I'm not complaining. I love finding those old coins. Huh. Well, somebody had something sitting on that, I guess. 4 rolls to go, and I found a 1946 Philadelphia. You can tell clearly that that's not silver. Oh, with 2 rows to go, I saw that back in there. I thought, is that color? Is that the color? But it's not. It's a 48. That would have been cool. Two rows to go. We're almost done. Got a handful of older ones and 4 more Indian head nickels. Pretty crazy. There's another 57. D. Here's the last roll. I just opened it up. I thought we'd just go through this one together and see if there's anything in the last roll that's worth keeping. Wonder if I'll ever find another 2009. That article I found on Google, I just looked up. What did I forget what I put in? Something about how hard is it to find 2009, something like that. And I found this article from the guy that said that he told how the mintages of the 2009s and the 8s and the 10s. And he said in all the years he's been cornrow hunting, he's only found 3. Don't look like we're finding anything in this last one. Nope. Well, it was fun finding that. And a few other things. Well, I got enough from the 40s to start another row. I mean, to make another row. And so I'll add one more to my nickel hoard. One of these days I'll sit down and go through all of these coins and look for varieties and such. See if my buffaloes will fit in this row. I might start another one soon. That'd be okay with me.